All right, so I just gave the pigs a nice 5-gallon bucket of eggs. They love it. They're going crazy for it. And I like to do this a couple days a week. I know some of our customers say, man, can't we get the eggs? But I prefer at times to just give the pigs some good clean eats. So they're having a good time. We got another good day out here today. Nice and warm. I just did a little bit of a walk, so if I'm out of breath, forgive me. Got to get your exercise in, even on the farm. You know, farm work is one thing, but getting after it and getting out there, doing a little daily exercise, it's good for the mind. And we got some more hay bales in today, some more baleage. Our friend Mike brought that over, so we got another 20 bales. And I was just kind of walking around and assessing the fields, and you can sort of see some tracks where the cows were laying. You can see a little bit of a track where the tractor was tractoring, and it's time for this grass to start going a little bit. But no, in all seriousness, I was walking around to see what areas we may need to put a little extra seed. We're thinking of going with just a good pasture mix, and get that going. I like to mix in a little bit of Kentucky 31, although I'm not quite sure how well it grew last year, but we'll keep giving it a shot. Trying to get a little bit of like a fescue going and growing here, because you know, just something to give a little bit more of a good winter grass. So, but we're getting there. The thing we're also I shared this a couple videos ago. We're just trying to make some decisions here, you know, on the cattle market. The cattle market is very strong right now, as a result of some of the droughts of a few years ago, and now you obviously had some fires down in Texas, so that's going to affect things a bit. Many may be seeing prices rise in the grocery store already, starting to see some elevation in pricing. And you know, our guess here is that the pricing at your grocery store for low quality meat is gonna continue to go up. And you know, it's probably gonna turn more and more people, look at this guy, over to you know, buying off the farm again, which is where it should be anyway. You know, I mean, we get emails from people all the time. It's interesting, you know, it's a mix, right? You get some people that say, hey, you know, we're really appreciative of what you guys are doing, the time, the energy, the effort, obviously the money that goes into it. And then you get other people that like to run their mouth and start talking about the pricing of things. And at the end of the day, you know, if you knew the cost to run an operation like this and you realized the price that was being asked, you'd say, you know what, that's very fair for that quality of you know, of meat, and that quality of effort that goes into raising a good, solid, non-feedlot, non-CAFO product. So there's Ford and Rocco, and it's Rocco's birthday this weekend. Rocco the bulldog. So he's gonna be 4 this weekend. So we're excited for that. But you know, I always say there's 2 types of consumers out there. There's the consumer that says, hey, what's it cost? And then there's the other consumer that says, how is it raised? And for us, you know, what we've realized right away is that we are for the how is it raised consumer. They want to know that the animal's raised a certain way. And, you know, a lot of these guys, you can see there how filthy they are, because they're outside. They've been rolling in mud, digging with their noses. So we're happy to see that. And I think a lot of customers are as well. They say, you know, man, from the pork side, right? Your pork is like nothing we've had before. So we're super excited for that. And I always tell this story. I had a guy from Rome reach out who's living in Queens, New York right now. And he says, I haven't had pork like that since living in Italy. So Um, what a great compliment, right? And I believe that the taste profile is so different because the pigs are outside. You know, they're rutting, they're eating worms, they're pulling in a lot of mineral from the rocks and from the dirt. And because of that, you know, the profile on them is much different. So, you know, you always have two types of customers. You know, how are they raised and what does it cost? And what does it cost is just somebody that, you know, may have some budgetary issues, but they're just saying, hey, I need food. You know, chicken is chicken, beef is beef, pork is pork. I really don't care. Just give it to me for the best price. And you know, it's funny because when we have people reach out about that, we always tell them, listen, you could go get your meat at Walmart if you want that. So special guest, she got her hair done today. Everyone's very excited. You want to give your stylist a shout out?
Shout out to Jen.
Shout out to Jen. I don't know Jen, but Jen of Binghamton. This is for you.
7.
Yeah, there's Rocco, 4 years old this weekend, loves buckets. Some of our previous videos will show his love for buckets. Maybe we'll just get him a new bucket for his birthday. But anyway, so, you know, how an animal is raised is something you really want to pay attention to. And I don't think it gets enough, enough discussion. So I think, you know, even with the chickens, you know, we let our chickens run around all day. You can see them all back there if you can. They're running around and doing their thing, pecking at the ground, eating worms. Same with our meat birds. You know, a commercial meat bird, I don't know, I guess you can get it going in 6 weeks, maybe even faster in some cases based on the feed you give it. But for us, it takes us 12 weeks to raise chickens. 12 weeks. I mean, that's 3 months to get our customers chickens. Crazy. But because of that time and all the inputs that are needed over 3 months, there's the labor cost, there's the cost of feed. We move the chickens every day. I mean, it's a lot of work that goes into this. There's bedding, you know, that we have to pay for. So all of that is factored into the overall cost. So the other thing is, you know, if we charge, you know, $30+ for a whole chicken that's 5.5 pounds, and it took us 12 weeks to raise that chicken. My question is, when you go out to dinner and you order chicken, you're getting terrible chicken, and you're probably paying $22 to $25 for a chicken dish. So here you're going to get a whole chicken, 5.5 pounds, feed your whole family for $36, $30, whatever it is, right? Like, so when you start to think about it from that standpoint, you're like, I got great quality that took these people 12 weeks to raise for me. I know that this is going to be a quality tasting bird, and the taste profile is totally different. So when you put all that together, again, is it really too much? Is $30 really that much for a meal for a family of four, maybe even a family of 5 if there's young kids? I don't think so. And you're getting the best possible protein. So this is just how we're working to condition people to think about their food and think about sourcing. You know, I shared with everybody in one of our videos a couple videos ago that I was a professional coach in professional baseball, and my job was to get players like Derek Jeter and Mariano Rivera and guys like that in the best possible shape. And the one thing we focused on, you know, wasn't just, hey, let's get them on a diet, let's improve their nutrition with supplements and things like that, but it was focused on sourcing. You know, where's the food coming from that our high-end players are eating? Where's it coming from? It's coming from a local grocery store that's serving feedlot meat? Or is it coming from, you know, a farm? Is it coming from high-quality sources? Because the source matters. And that source matters because, you know, when you're eating meat off of a farm, there's so much more nutrition available, A, from that meat, and B, to you. So because there's a more nutritious animal and more nutritious meat, that nutrition applies to you when you eat it. So it's just something to think about. And as a country, we've gotten really far away from how things used to be. You know, we have a lot of customers say, you know, I grew up on a farm. We have a lot of folks that watch the channel. Hey, I remember I grew up on a farm. Mom, dad, grandpa, grandma, right? And this is what we used to do. Folks, we have a lot of customers from other countries, you know, and their methods of eating and preparation are still very primal, which is pretty cool. So one of my favorite chefs to watch is a guy by the name of Francis Mallmann. He's from Argentina, Patagonia, and he believes heavily in cooking with fire and not using a lot of ingredients in his preparation. He'll use some salts and things like that, but some herbs, but nothing, no marinades and things like that. And again, he believes that if you're getting good meat, you're getting good fish, right, through sourcing and through ultimate freshness, the meat will provide the flavor. And today, think about when you go to a restaurant, right? You go to an Applebee's, or you go to a Chili's, or you go to these places. Everything's just over-salted, over-seasoned, over-sauced because there's no taste in the meat. You know, next time if you find yourself in one of these places, just taste the meat. Ask yourself, do I even taste meat, or am I just tasting a texture? Do I taste any meat, or is it just texture? And what you'll find is there's the texture of chicken. There's the texture of beef. There's the texture of fish. But you don't actually taste it. The taste is very subtle, if any. And that's because of the sourcing. So it's something to think about. I just wanted to share this with you today. If you're gonna make the choice to eat better, to improve your nutrition, to improve your health, you gotta think about sourcing. And if you don't, you're missing big. Sourcing matters. People love our burgers because they're well sourced. People love our meats because they're well sourced. People love our chicken because it's raised over 12 weeks and not 4 to 6. And it's very, very, very good. So anyway, that's my message for you today. Support your local farmers, and that's what we got. So if you're looking for meat from us, we are freedomfarms.com. We are freedomfarms.com. Give us a like, give us a thumbs up, give us a share, and give us some comments down below. Again, we love hearing from everybody. Again, any thoughts, any ideas, we love to exchange the ideas with you in the chat. And we hope to see you guys up at the farm, you know, maybe come summer when it's nice and warm, and we can get this place in its best condition. So have a great night, have a great life, have a great day, have a great night, have a great life. So anyway, we'll see you soon. All right, have a good night.